Hey guys, this is Tyler with Tyler's Dragon Tarot. So I got another reading for you today. I'm going to randomly draw sun cards, moon cards, and ascendant cards. I'm going to do relationship readings, so I'll just shuffle them like this and get like pairs out. I decided that I'm going to get the left side's energy with my Tattoo Tarot deck, get the mutual energy with my Dragon deck, and get the right side's energy with my Lantern deck. And then I'll get this deck has like words of empowerment and stuff in it, like little messages like this. Just so I'll draw a card or two for at the end as a closer. So I'm just gonna go through the probably 6 readings and just try to um, get some messages real quick, and hopefully you'll see your relationship that you enjoy. But um, so the point of this was what happened. I think that's what I'm going to name this video. What happened? When I was meditating, I was thinking that's the question I want to ask and what I want to answer for you guys. Um, so I'm going to start drawing cards and getting signs on the table. What I would like to ask from you guys is that if you see your sign like this, if if you see your sun, moon, or ascendant really, or a person you're dealing with, and you want answers, it could resonate for your situation. And I'd like to ask that you take a second and put your energy into it so I can try to pick up on the viewer's energy, because as I like to say, time is not linear. So put your energy into it. Just like picture yourself touching the cards, and um, I will try to pick up energy. And I'm going to go ahead and pause while I shuffle. Oh, we have our first card. Cancer is going to be in the first one. Anyway, I'm going to pause while I get all the rest out. All right, so for those of you who want to put some energy into it, I got a Cancer Sun, Gemini Moon, and Pisces Rising on the left side. I got a Pisces Sun, Taurus Moon, and Virgo Rising on the left side. Now let me meditate and get some cards for this. So I'm going to fill them individually, and then I'll fill them together. So when I'm filling into the Cancer side, I'm hearing I just wasn't good enough. So this what happened reading, I'm guessing a breakup, is leaving you feeling like you just weren't good enough for the Pisces, basically. Or the Pisces made you feel like you weren't good enough. Something about you not being good enough for them. Maybe you made yourself feel like you weren't good enough and you left the Pisces. There's a, that's, I'm hearing I wasn't good enough. That applies in some way. I'm going to draw some cards and try to figure that out. Okay, so I'll show you the cards we got. We got the 7 of Pentacles. We got the 5 of Swords. We got the Page of Swords. We got the 2 of Swords. So a lot of air, a lot of mental, blockage here. We got the Hierophant and we got the World. So basically, the World, this is one of the most beautiful World cards I've ever seen. I love showing you guys the cards because like, I just love my deck so much. They're just so, I think they're beautiful. But anyway, I'm getting off topic here. So what I'm getting from this, especially with the 7 of Coins, it's just like the Cancer really felt where this was going. And the Hierophant is just like, with this commitment, like, you guys saw it going 2 different places. See how the crows are looking in 2 different places? Like, you didn't really see eye to eye on where it was going, and they saw you still trying to figure out your emotions while they had it figured out, and that just made them anxious. And they were like, I don't even know what to say to this right now. Like, I don't know what to do about this. And I guess I'm talking to the Pisces now. The Cancer could be watching it. That's how you felt, basically, Cancer. Um, so the Cancer felt like you were just gonna walk away, and nothing they could say would reassure you. Like, nothing could. It confuses the Cancer because the Cancer was so sure about the relationship, and the Cancer's like, why is Pisces just still trying to figure it out. What's there to figure out? I don't understand, because the Cancer was sure, but the Pisces was still just, they weren't there yet. That's funny. I heard that they just weren't there yet. It's not that it wasn't there. Like, I think I need to start filling into the Pisces energy now, but it's just like the Cancer was like, I think we just gotta let it go, because I mean, how can you not be sure? But I am. Like, I guess I'm not the one for you, and you should go find someone else then. It just kind of feels like it's that type of energy there, um, on the Cancer side. So I'm gonna start filling into the Pisces. The Pisces is pissed off. They're like, they're like, you couldn't even give me time to think. Like, what the hell? Like, and then I go into the energy a little more, trying to fill it out a little more, because anger usually is just a mask. So, when I try to go into it a little more, it's just like they really liked the Cancer, and they really cared about the Cancer, and it's just like, why couldn't you just give me a little time? Like, why couldn't you just let me figure things out? Like, why was it such a rush for you? Like, why? I was here. I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't with no one else. Like, it was commitment. It just, I wasn't ready for that level. Like, I'm feeling like the Cancer probably wanted it to be at a certain height that the Pisces just was not ready for. Um, I heard moving in. I don't know if that's exactly where it needs to be, but it's just, or even just spending more time together, like, just a lot of investment. It's like, I'll invest in you and see where they were ready to invest and see where it goes. And it's like, they wanted to spend time with you, and they wanted to be with you, and they were not even window shopping, but it's at the same time, like, they weren't ready to just like dive into the deep end either. But let me draw some cards for them as well. Okay, so I usually don't read the messages on cards, but I really like the lantern messages. So, um, we have confusion. Growth hurts, heals, and harnesses a way through the uncertainty. Um, Inner integration. There is peace, equilibrium, and fulfillment in integrating the inner wild with the taming and tempering effect life has on us. Key to intimacy. Intimate love is a core need to be met in a relationship to ourselves and those closest to us. The journey to intimacy often includes learning what love is not. Mo- Oops. Moving forward, the first step is taken within our stillness, not without. Metamorphosis. Power and strength lie within our surrender to change. So basically, really what I got off of these cards is, um, this person either isn't over an ex, or they aren't over the pain that the ex caused, because there's still a lot of fear of being hurt here, because taking that step in a relationship is just like, what if I get lost in this damn desert? Like, you know what I mean? So it's not that they didn't want to take that step. It's just they didn't want to get caught in a sandstorm. They wanted to make sure it was going to be a good day to take that step. They wanted, it's like they wanted to plan it ahead of time. They wanted to be able to see all the steps they were going to take. They wanted to feel secure. And not to and Cancer, not to say anything bad about you, it's not on you. The Pisces just didn't feel secure yet. And everyone has their own time for feeling secure. Um, they were still hurt. They were still hurting. They were scared. These are things they worked through. This isn't on you. And Pisces, you should know it's not on them. You probably do from the feel of it. It's just, you know, it is what it is. I'm going to get to the mutual energy now. I forgot to miss, I think I missed something here. There was a lot of love, though, here. Love, at least affection. Because I felt like when I said love, someone was like, hey, hold on. At least affection, and at the very minimum. Like, they really cared about you. And they really wanted to keep going. They just didn't want to be like shoved into the desert. I really like this imagery. They just didn't want to be shoved into the desert without a camel. You know what I mean? Or without a plan, without direction. They wanted to feel secure. So let's get the mutual energy. Okay, so there's this. I'll show you the cards first. We got the Ten of Wands. We got the Six of Wands. The Three of Swords. We got the Sun. We got the Knight of Wands. And we got the Four of Swords. So basically what I'm getting off of this is if you guys, there was this like mix of energy. It either flipped and flopped between anxiety and extreme love, like the highs and the lows, you know, or like high passion. Like, no, it was passionate. It was like anger and just like get away from me. Like, I can't do this, anxiety moments. And like, come here, I just want to snuggle the hell out of you type of thing. Or maybe replace snuggle with something else if that doesn't quite fit. But it's just like it got to the point of it was either flip and flop or it was this weird, both of you really just, they made you happy but they stressed you out. They made you happy but they stressed you out. Either flipped or flopped, or it was the same, or it was at the same time. Either way, they were both present. Like, you both just felt so anxious with each other. Like, you weren't really sure what to do. Why aren't you happy in this? Like, you both felt like both of you just weren't happy. But the truth is, you were both very passionate about this relationship. You were both really happy. You just needed to find your balance. You just needed to find your balance. You just needed to, one of you needed to give a little, one of you needed to, well, you both needed to give a little. I wanted to say give and take, but one of you needed to take a little. But you both just needed to give a little bit, compromise of what this was, because this person wasn't ready to dive in, and the Pisces wasn't ready to dive in, and the Cancer was like, when we go and swimming. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's basically it. Like, you both, like, the Cancer would just be like, why don't you care about me? And the Pisces would just be like, what do I have to do? Like, I do care about you. Why are you making this so hard? Like, I'm showing up. I'm doing things with you. I'm always here. Like, why do you try to, like, guilt trip me into doing more? Like, I'm not comfortable. Why can't you respect my boundaries? Type of thing. So, I'm going to draw a card or two from this, and let's get a message. This should be quick, so I'm just going to, okay, we got Dragonfire. Oh, we actually have two. Okay. So Dragonfire and Becoming Dragon. Okay, I feel like one is for each of you. So let me see. Is Dragon... I'm going to ask questions just so you can see. I have this little thing and a pendulum. So is Dragonfire for the Cancer? Okay, so Dragonfire is for the Pisces. Yes. Is Becoming Dragon for the Cancer? Is Becoming Dragon for the Pisces? Okay, I guess Pisces gets two of these. So get one or two for Cancer. Oh, one flipped over, so we'll get... Okay, so these popped out first, so I'm going to read these first. That's how we'll do it. So Pisces, you're becoming dragon. To truly live in this life, you must learn how to die within it. Let it go, let it go, dear child. You will step forth from the ambers, naked and reborn, and ready to rule. So try not to let fear rule you so much, and live a little. Dragonfire. Dragonfire is magical. With it, we can reignite the sacred fire that burns within. Let us breathe gently upon this now. Let the healing of the dragon flame within begin. So, you were really scared because of all the past trauma you experienced. You may just want to take some time and heal instead of trying to get back into relationships. Heal the void instead of feel it. Dragon. Okay, so now for the Cancer. Dragon of the old ways. You are a child of the old ways, the ancient practices of the ancestors, wise and connected, the ways of the earth and the stars. Let the dragons reconnect you. Let the wisdom flow. Dragon journey. We dragons adore a quest. Adventure now beckons. So go forth on this sacred journey until treasure. The true purpose of this quest is yours. And that treasure, why, is you, human child. So basically, I'm hearing find yourself on that one. So take some time. I think you both just need to take some time, figure out what you want, figure out who you are, and just heal from this. Because when you're in relationships that are like up and down like this, you need to take a little time to heal, because maybe you don't mean to be toxic, but it is a little toxic. Like I said, I don't think you meant to be, but that it kind of happens that way. So I'm going to start going to the next reading. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and thank you for watching. Okay, we're going to start the second round of shuffling. Okay, and as you can see, we have Libra popped out. I'm going to go ahead and pause and get the rest. So these combinations are actually pretty interesting so far. So we have a Libra Sun, Cancer Moon, Aries rising on one side. We have a Gemini Sun, Pisces Moon, and Cancer rising on the other side. So if you have those placements or are dealing with those placements, could resonate for you. Put your energy in, and let's try to get what happened answer for you. I'm going to start filling into the Libra side. So on the Libra side, I think you're making yourself sick, because I just felt your energy and I feel fine, and all of a sudden I just feel like my throat closing up, like I'm getting sick, and I'm just like you. I think the anxiety is getting to you, just like what even happened, like and so like you're just like, oh, it's either that anxiety or just like being without them. I just started checking their stories, like checking Instagram, whatever it is. Um, you're stalking their shit through whatever means it is. You are trying to keep up with them, and you're not liking what you're seeing. It's upsetting you to see what you're seeing, whatever it is that you're seeing off of them. So let's get some cards for you. Might want to stop doing that, by the way, because it's just hurting you. Okay, Libra. So you're staying hurt. Okay, like I feel like you weren't completely over past things. Like this could be that, or it could just be grudge holding with this death card. Like you should be moving on, but like you're sitting here like you're still just like, I'm a victim. I'm sorry, but that's kind of what it is. But I feel like something did. I'll give you this. Something did feel you just feeling empty inside. Like there's a card, this same card is colored in this deck, and when I get the uncolored one, it's just like you're just speechless, like no color. It's just pale. It's you just feel nothing really, and you're just like, I just keep going through the same shit over and over again. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I don't know what, but the thing is, you're just stuck in this mindset, and it's like no matter with these two cards here, it's like no matter what someone offers you, you're still just looking at like, see, there's beautiful flowers, they're glowing. I don't know what that magic is, but you're still looking at the you're still looking at all the pain here, and you're just like, no, that's not what these used to be. That's not what these used to be. It's like you won't forgive. at all. It's like, I'll just go somewhere else then if you're not going to give me what these used to be. Like, it's like you won't clean this up and accept this. You're just like, nope, no, you're going to stay hurt. You just want to stay hurt. And then it's like, instead of going in and making this beautiful again, you're just staying out in the cold. You're just being cold and just being like, nope, nope, all the pain. I'm sad. Like, now, I'm not saying that you're doing this on purpose, and I'm not trying to make this about invalidating your emotions. What I'm saying is, like, if you want to forgive somebody, you need to forgive them. Basically, is the vibes I'm getting off of this. Like, don't keep rubbing it in their face, because it doesn't feel good for the other person. And and if this is a comparison to what your ex did, that also doesn't feel good. However this applies, like, you're making them not feel good enough. And I know you're in pain, and if you're in that much pain, take time to heal, because there's something about a comparison here where you didn't make the Gemini feel good enough. Basically, or this is just either that, or this is like a tendency you have to just, it's almost spiteful or petty. And I don't know, it almost feels like it's not intentional, like you just you're very sensitive, and it's okay to be sensitive, but it's just like you want this to be completely made up for, and you're just like, until they make it up, I'm still gonna hold on to it. And you kind of do people dirty when you're holding on to it that hard. You know what I mean? So let's get into the Gemini side. Okay, immediately when I felt the Gemini side, I heard, why am I always wrong? Why am I always wrong? Why? Just like, why am I always wrong? Like, no matter what I do, no matter what I try to do, why am I always wrong? So I do kind of feel like this card does apply to attacking the Gemini. Like, the Libra made the Gemini feel like they were always wrong in this situation. And it was I'm hearing blame game. Like, instead of talking about your emotions and how you feel, you blamed. And that doesn't make the other person feel good. I'm talking to the Libra. So, with Gemini side, let's draw some cards for you. Okay, so we have Eternal Gatekeeper, and it says, acknowledge, assert, and protect what is right for you. Women supporting women, so together we can transcend our individual limitations. I probably shouldn't be reading these because I kind of got a different interpretation on that one, but whatever. I like to read the messages on these ones for some reason. Spirit self, be who you are as you are. So basically, with this trio here, they all popped out together, and I'm like, I don't think you need any more cards. I think this was your complete message, Gemini. Stand up for yourself. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself, and quit waiting for someone to support you in the way that you support other people. Because if you're always waiting for that, you may never get it. You may never get it. So you need to be that support system for yourself before anyone else will be that support system for yourself. You need to stand tall, stand strong, be who you are, and don't question who you are. And just have that belief in who you are. It's just really about, I'm seeing like a lot of building your confidence here, and don't let people tear you down. Libra, I'm sorry, but like, you messed with their confidence. And I have to say, Gemini, you got to be able to stand up for yourself and don't let them continue to tear you down. And Libra, this may or may not have been on purpose. You may have lashed. Sometimes people lash out at other people that will just take it. And Gemini, you kind of feel like a person that will just take it. Don't just take it, okay? Don't just take it. So let's get a mutual energy. So you're both in a space of really overthinking. I'll show you the cards real quick. We got the Five of Swords. We got the Six of Swords. We got the Queen of Swords. So a lot of sword energy. And we got the Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands feels really possessive. When I put that down, I just heard possessive. So even though you two may have broken up and this is a what happened reading, it's kind of feeling like a do I move on or do I not move on type of vibe on this, because it's like, okay, even though I was really anxious and I didn't know what I'd do, what we were doing, I was happy. Why was I happy? Kind of felt like it was on both sides. Like maybe the Gemini felt needed and the Libra felt supported through their drama, and they could just be as dramatic as they wanted to be. And Libra, I'm sure you're feeling attacked, but I'm calling it like I see it. I felt it on the card. Like, you really need to work on that. You're attacking people and they don't feel good about it. And you found someone who will take it. So if that resonates with you and you're upset about it, you got something to work on. If it doesn't resonate with you, well, don't be upset, because that doesn't apply. You know what I mean? So even with this Queen of Swords, it's kind of like both of you would just lash out even though you were happy. Like you would just fight with each other. Like, what was with all this drama? Like, just a lot of possession and jealousy in the relationship. Almost like I just heard you two would like flirt with other people to make each other jealous. Like, I don't know if that may not apply to everybody, but it just really felt like there was an element of you two would purposely try to make each other jealous. Like, especially when you two were fighting or trying to get upset with each other, like, you would try to make each other jealous in some way or another. I just heard, like, I'll go back to my ex or something, like, or oh, he's hot, or oh, she's hot, like something along those lines. Like, um, you would really, there's just this real element of like petty, just trying each other, whenever you were getting on each other's nerves. And honestly, what I'm hearing is it would lead to hot, toxic makeup sex. So that's why you kept doing it. Anyway, let's just get to the messages real quick. So let's draw a card or two. Okay. We're going to assign, I feel like, is this Gemini? I'm going to use my pendulum real quick. That's why I'm asking. Is this Gemini's card? Yes. Okay, now let's get a card for Libra. I feel like... Oh, okay. There we go. So we got one for each of you. We got Dragonfire for Gemini, in case y'all want to see it. Dragonfire. Dragonfire is magical. With it, we can reignite the sacred fire that burns within. Let us breathe gently upon this now. Let the healing dragon flame within begin. So again, I felt like there was a lot. I wanted to say solar plexus, but sacral chakra work needs to be worked on. A lot of confidence needed here. Like, work on yourself, really. And with the finding yourself again here. Stop trying to please others. It really feels like you're a big people pleaser in this, and you would just kind of let people walk all over you just to make sure they were happy type of vibe. You learn how to stand up for yourself and make sure you're happy. Now for the Libra, Dragon's Watch. We are guardians, we see far, fly to the stars, and have been on this planet longer than any human can comprehend. We are watching over you, keeping you safe. You are protected. What is this trying to say? You don't have to attack people as a defense mechanism. You don't have to strike first. Is really what I'm getting off of this. It's okay to let go. You don't always have to be like ready to fight, you know? Like, not everything is a fight. It really feels like that's your message. Like, you don't always have to be ready to go and just like, we about to throw hands, we about to throw hands. Like, you don't have to be like that. All right? Not everyone wants to throw hands. Most people just want to chill and have a good time and just have a good day. You know what I mean? So take off the boxing gloves and quit trying to hit people. You know what I mean? Okay. So we're going to go to the next set. Hopefully, I don't know if you enjoyed this one, but hopefully the messages resonate and they help you. But yeah, we're going to get to the next set. Okay, so time for the next set. Let's try to get a couple signs here. Oop. Okay, we're gonna take that one. Oh, well, actually both popped out, so Leo and Sagittarius is what we're gonna read. So we're gonna get a what happened for them. I'm gonna go ahead and draw a moon and ascendant cards. Okay, so if you want to put your energy into this, basically what I got was Leo Sun, Scorpio Moon, Sagittarius Rising for the Leo side, Sagittarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Leo Rising for the Sagittarius side. Kind of interesting combination, but I'm going to get into the Leo side's energy. So this Leo side, I'm kind of getting this like flip back and forth, and I don't know if you're doing this to them or because I've had a lot of Leo best friends and I just kind of know their pride side and ego side. I'm kind of feeling like one may be internal and one may be external. I'm hearing this fuck you bitch, and then I'm hearing this like sad little like small energy that's like, why don't you love me anymore? So that's basically what I'm getting, and I'm kind of feeling I'm kind of feeling like there's like an external, like, I don't need you. And then the internal's like, I need you. Why don't you love me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, Leo. Don't play. Like, that's how you are. Um, I've been around enough of y'all. Your confidence is fake. You're. I'm sorry. I don't mean to call y'all out. You're. You. If you know, you know. Like, but it's okay, Leo. I hype y'all up. You hype me up. Like, we're good. But I'm gonna draw some cards. Okay. So there's a lot of messages, but before I forget this one, these two came out in combination. The Two of Swords reversed and the Page of Swords. I usually don't read reversals, but I feel like this is how it was meant to be. With these two, I just don't want to forget the message. I immediately heard say what you want to say. Stop living in your head and say what you want to say. Um, so the other cards in the spread are Justice. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have Temperance, which represents Sagittarius. The Devil, which is Capricorn. Oh, Justice is Libra, by the way. And we have the Seven of Hearts. Seven of Hearts. Seven of Wands. So basically what I'm getting at is, or what I'm getting from this is, with this Justice card, I just heard, okay, did I just love them more than they loved me? And with this Nine of Coins, you're obsessively stalking them, like, in any way, shape, or form. Like, you'll be like, if you had mutual friends, or you still have ties to their family, something, you'll be like, give me the tea on them. What are they doing? What's happening with them? I want to know everything. And sometimes people may just come tell you. You may not even try to act like you want to know, but you may just be like, yeah, I'll just listen to your story, you know? Like, and like with this, it's just like, how dare you? Like, how dare you make me love you like this and you not give back? Like, come back here. And it's just becoming really obsessive for you because you're addicted to them. Like, you really are. You're addicted to the thought of them, and you're just you're bound to the idea of being with them when you guys aren't even together anymore. And all it's doing is hurting you, really, because the more you let yourself be chained to this and the other person is just running away, the worse you feel. The best thing you can do for yourself right now is just take time to heal with that temperance. Get back to yourself. Cleanse your blood. That's what I heard with that. It's usually like a cleanse your own water, cleanse your emotions things, but like boiling blood. I saw boiling blood, like getting really angry. Like let go of all of that anger, resentment, and pain that you're feeling towards this person, because whether they whether you love them more or not, your feelings for them are real. And, you know, it's okay that you felt that way. It really is. It's okay that you felt that way. So let me get into Sagittarius feelings. All right, Leo, I'm sure you're not going to like this, but Sagittarius said, or I felt like I heard with Sagittarius getting into their energy, I felt like you were always lying. It was a little too much. I really liked you, but like, I just couldn't trust you. You know what I mean? So we're gonna get some cards for Sagittarius. Okay, so we have the emotional energy card, we have accountability, and we have creative power. I'm not gonna read them this time because I'm getting my own interpretation. So basically, what I'm getting off of these three is that Sagittarius felt like you were only there for the good times. Like, whenever whenever things got serious, you would leave them. And this may not be like a literal pregnancy, but how serious is pregnancy, right? And they're just like, this is Sagittarius saying they're pregnant and like you're leaving. Um, that could be literal, like you could have left them when they got pregnant, or it could just be a matter of like, okay, like here's the next step, or hey, we need to figure this out, and you're just like, no, let's just have fun. Like this isn't that serious, and you would just never really get serious with them, and they didn't like that. They were just it's either that's how I took that, but it's either that if that doesn't resonate, um, that could be the message to the Sagittarius or to the Leo, like for the Sagittarius. Like one of you, there was an unequal balance here of one of you wanted to have just wanted to be fun and no seriousness, and one of you wanted more. Um, and of course, with astrology's reputation of Sagittarius, you would think that the Sagittarius would be the one who just wanted to have fun. But I've known some Leos that don't want to be serious. So it really could be either way. Um, and I drew them on the Sagittarius side. So I'm going with the Sagittarius as the one that wanted more, or anytime things actually needed to be worked on, or I'm hearing like your feelings got hurt, or just something that needed to be talked about. The Leo just went deaf. And it's like, when are we going to have fun again? I don't want to talk about this. This is lame. Right? And it would just never really get solved. It would just sit and just rot and smell up the room. You know what I mean? So let's get the mutual energy between you both. So, with this Four of Cups, I feel like time was an issue here. Either one of you didn't give enough time, or one of you felt like you didn't have enough freedom. One of you felt like you weren't getting enough time. You know what I mean? Just kind of a difference in views of how much time you should spend together. There was just, with these three, there just wasn't a balance on who was carrying what in the relationship. One person just felt like they were really carrying all the load, and it just really led to a block in the relationship. And like one person was like, well, why aren't we doing more? And it's like, well, I'm carrying all I can, and why don't you carry some luggage? You know what I mean? So with this Wheel of Fortune, that's it's like it had the potential to go places. It's just one of you really wasn't willing to step up. And based on how the spread was going, like Leo, I can see that you felt a lot, but it feels like, based on the energy and how these cards came out, it feels like you really loved them and you really cared about them. You just wouldn't step up when they needed you to. You wouldn't get serious when they needed you to, and all you wanted to do was have fun. And that kind of created this block. I don't like saying it that way because it should be an imbalance. I shouldn't put it all on you. Like, maybe Sagittarius was just too serious for you. Like, maybe you just saw some things as, why are we serious about this? Why are you serious right now? Like, this doesn't need to be serious. And maybe Sagittarius, in their eyes, you just needed to loosen up. Maybe you guys just, communication was an issue here. Like, I shouldn't, as I'm talking, I'm like, I really shouldn't be blaming one or both of you. It really feels like it was just a mixture of not communicating and not really balancing out here. Like, you guys just didn't really balance out well, because one person wanted to have more fun, one person was just a little more serious, and like, there just wasn't a very grounded understanding of each other, of each other's needs, of why this person, instead of saying, why are you so serious, there should have been an understanding of why this person was taking these things so seriously. And then you could have got back to the fun. You know what I mean? Because if they're taking it seriously, it's important to them. And maybe I understand why they don't take it so seriously. Maybe there just needed to be an understanding here, basically. Like, you guys needed to come together and understand each other. And that is where it felt like it went wrong. Like, instead of trying to understand each other, there was a lot of blame and just a lot of friction and arguing, and like, why wouldn't you do this for me? Like, you know? Okay, so, okay. So we went ahead and drew, so I'm gonna ask real quick. We got Dragon Healing and Dragon Live. So it's Dragon Healing for the Sagittarius. No. So Dragon Healing's for the Leo. Yes. So we'll put that over here. It's Dragon Lives for the Sagittarius. Yes. Okay, cool. I'm using a pendulum and I got this little answer board thing. So we'll go ahead and read, since I got Dragon Lives in my hand, we'll read Sagittarius first. Dragon Lives. In other times, other dimensions, you have flown with us side by side. Feel the memory of our adventures stir and soar within you. You are brave and bold. Believe in your courage. Okay, Leo, Dragon Healing. Dragons offer you healing to shift physical burdens. These are no longer present in your sacred life. Your body, your cells, your energy now shifts and aligns with a form manifesting only your well-being. So basically, Leo, you need to focus on healing and not being so in your head and anxious and just worrying about what was equal, what wasn't, what was fair, you know. And Sagittarius, try to have a little fun. It feels like you're really uptight, and like, sometimes things need to be a little serious, but maybe not. You know what I mean? Like, it really felt like there was potential between you two. You didn't come to an understanding. You didn't try to understand each other. Hopefully this reading helps, because this is what happened readings. So anyway, we're going to go to the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Forgot to start the video whenever I started shuffling, but I got Scorpio for the next round, and let's see who's with Scorpio. Oh, okay, one of you dropped. Scorpio and Taurus, opposite signs. How fun. Okay, so I'm going to draw Moon and Ascendant cards. I'll be back in a sec. Sorry if I already said this, but I ended up pausing for a second to get a drink and stuff. So, um, we got a Scorpio Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Scorpio Rising on one side, Taurus Sun, Capricorn Moon, Aquarius Rising on the other side. So, if you have these placements or are dealing with these placements, put your energy into the reading and let's feel into it. I'm gonna start on the Scorpio side. Okay, so I'm getting some like angry crying on the Scorpio side and just hearing like, I never want to see you again. Like, F you, I never want to see you again. Like, I don't know what Taurus did, but you done fucked up. You like, Scorpio is hurt. Okay, so let's get some cards. Okay, so I usually don't like to throw this out there, but I'm really getting cheating vibes. Like, I think someone may have gotten cheated on, and or at the very least, Scorpio thinks Taurus cheated. Because, like, when these two were the first cards that came out, the Four of Wands and the Two of Cups. And I just heard this is not what we agreed to. I don't know what happened here, but it's like and then with this it's just like, okay, I thought we wanted each other. I thought we had this clear. I thought we were giving all this love and passion to each other, but apparently we had two very different ideas of what this commitment was. And there's just a lot of anger here because it's like I showed you everything. I showed you my dark side, my light side. I showed you my caring side. I don't show that side to everybody. And I gave you everything. And you just shit on it. Like, what the hell, man? Like, there's a lot of hurt and anger on the Scorpio side. So let's draw some cards for or let's fill into the Taurus side first and then draw some cards. The Scorpio, I'm sure this doesn't make it any better for you, but like when I'm filling into the Taurus side, I'm just hearing this. I'm sorry. I I just gave in to lust and had a moment of weakness type of thing. So it really does feel like cheating now, like for sure, because that's what I'm hearing. So I feel like if don't just assume someone's cheating. I feel like this is a known cheating. Um, by the way, just throwing that out there. If this is going to resonate, I feel like this is a known cheating. Um, and I feel like the Taurus genuinely cared. It's just they really lost control for a second, and I'm not making excuses for them. I'm just saying what happened. And Scorpio, I wouldn't take them back either, but that's on you because you have too much rage to take them back. Honestly, you'll probably kill them. But I mean, tourists don't cheat on people. Like, it is what it is. So we're gonna draw some cards. Okay, so with these three cards, strength of vulnerability, misalignment, and perspective. I'm not justifying you, but what I'm feeling like I'm getting from these cards with the Taurus is something rough happened, like something that caused some real emotional turmoil for them. And instead of like emotionally processing it in a healthy manner, they went physical. And they went physical. And the first person that just it's kind of like the person that said the right thing, like just what they needed to hear, they just lost control. And I'm not trying to make you feel bad like you weren't really there for them, Scorpio, because I'm sure you tried to be. But it's just like this person just happened to say exactly what they needed to hear, just the right thing at the right time. They just happened to say it, and the Taurus just lost their shit over it. And it just it's like they fixated it. I just saw like these, like this, just this fixation on them. And like, it's like they lost the sense of who they were, and they just, boom, it just happened. Um, and I'm just like, this is why it's so important to be grounded and really seek that support and, talk about what you're going through, and don't repress it, Taurus. Like, be vulnerable, open up, and don't just close yourself off to everyone. And then whenever someone just says the right thing, just be like, "Oh shit, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of them." Okay, so we're gonna get the cards. We're gonna get the cards in the middle. Basically, I think you guys are reflective. Like, so we got the King of Swords, we got the Moon, we got the Page of Cups here, we got the Queen of Wands, we got the Knight of Coins, and we got the Hierophant. So you're both really torn up about this breakup. You both have said things that just really hurt each other. You both just, it's like you're both trying to escape the pain. I was trying to understand what this coming out of the shell was, and it's like you're both trying to distract yourself and escape the pain right now. And it's also just trying to escape how attracted you are to each other, because there's a attraction to each other, just this pull towards each other that you both feel that you can't deny. And it's just like, you wanted to work on this, you both wanted to work through this, but there's just so much pain now that you don't know that you can. You don't know how to fix it, and you don't know what to do at this point other than distract yourself and try to move on and just try to deny yourself the attraction, really. Because, I mean, you both don't know how to forgive, really. Like, one doesn't know how to forgive. Both sides don't know how to forgive Taurus, really. Like, Scorpio, you don't know how to forgive Taurus, and Taurus doesn't know how to forgive themselves. So let's draw. Okay, I feel like this card popped out. Is this card for Taurus? Okay, this card's for Scorpio. Okay. I'm using my pendulum, by the way. I know it's a little out of the view. So Dragon Luck is for Scorpio. Now let's get a card for Taurus. Okay. Dragon Soul is for Taurus. So Dragon Luck for Scorpio. Let y'all see it, by the way. Dragon Luck. Good fortune will now be yours. We have been collecting abundance, fortunate meetings, all manner of good things for you, human child. We send them to you now. Know thou art blessed. Goodness gracious, it's too early. I can't read, apparently. Let's see if I can do better on Tauruses. Dragon Soul. You have journeyed with us before. We dragons know your soul. It is beyond the shape you have taken this lifetime. We honor you now, traveler, for the lifetimes we have shared together. Is that the message? You guys have spent... I'm usually not this type of reader, but like, I just heard this isn't the first time. Like, you guys, the reason why this connection is so strong is because, like, you guys have spent past lives together. Whoever this can resonate for, you've spent past lives together. And it feels like it's always gone the same way, too. And the reason why you guys keep getting back together is you hope that you'll fix the problems, and you never seem to fix the problems. You never really seem to fix the pain, the issues that each other cause, because there are deep pains that one will cause the other. And honestly, causing that pain hurts the other as well. Like, Taurus is in a lot of pain and a lot of shame and just hurting themselves over hurting Scorpio, and Scorpio is in a lot of pain because Taurus hurt them. And this has just been like a cycle. Like, this is not your first life together. Like I said, I'm not that type of reader usually, but but I go with what my guides tell me, and that's what popped in my head. Like, I feel like this is a karmic relationship where you were like that, you guys keep getting in, trying to heal the pain that you guys have put each other through, trying to finally make it right in one of them. And you're probably going to end up meeting again in another life. Okay, so interesting reading. I don't know that I've ever said like past life relationship in a reading. That's a first for me. Really interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I don't know if hopefully it helped. Kind of a messed up reading, but I mean, hopefully it helped you guys. So let's get on to the next one. Okay, so now for second to last reading. We only have 4 cards, so I'm trying to get one to pop, but okay. Virgo. Oh, I guess I didn't show it. Virgo is the first sun sign, and who's going to be with Virgo? Who's going to be with Virgo? Oh, and it looks like Virgo and Aquarius. All right, so we're doing Virgo and Aquarius, and it looks like the last reading will be Aries and Capricorn. Okay, so here are the placements. If you have them or dealing with them, you can put your energy into them. So we have Virgo Sun, Aries Moon, Capricorn Rising. We have Aquarius Sun, Virgo Moon, and Gemini Rising. I'm going to start with the Virgo side. Okay, so this is complex on the Virgo side. It's like anxious, mad, and sad all at once. And I'm just like, what? And I'm hearing, what the hell, man? What the hell? So let's get some cards. You're very upset. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. Trying to understand what happened. So let's draw some cards. Virgo, your side is so damn sad. Like, I'm about to lose it on this side. Okay, so sorry. So there's just this real like, was this all fake? Did I mean nothing to you? Like, Virgo is very upset. Um, sorry, Virgo's got me in my feelings. Um, very, very upset. And it's just like, am I the only one that felt this? Is this the only passion? Like, it was just that easy to walk away? It was just that easy for you, huh? Fine, I'll be happier without you, kind of feeling. And then with this, it's like, fine, walk away, fine, go. I'll be happier without you. But please come back. Please come back. And there's also this element of like, I'll still be here for you if you need me. I will. I'll still be here if you need me. You can come back. Um, but they're just so sad, and they won't admit that. They won't say that. They won't. It's almost, I'm hearing pride. They have so much pride that they won't admit how much they need you back. Because they rather show that they are happier without you. It's like this whole petty thing. Like, they'll be like, oh, if you need something, I can provide that for you. Like, they want to keep helping you, and they're still watching you, Aquarius, if you're listening. The Aquarius. But it's just, I'm sending you a hug, Virgo. Like, your energy was rough. Okay, let's get into the Aquarius energy. Okay, so it's interesting. On the Aquarius side, I'm hearing I just couldn't deal with your temper. Like, like, it just seemed like you were always upset about something to the Aquarius. The Virgo always seemed upset or complaining about something. Always, just always something was wrong. And the Aquarius just couldn't deal with that, is what I'm getting off of that. So let me draw some cards for that. So on this Aquarius side, we got this distorted projection, perception side, spirit self, and we got creative power. So basically what I'm getting at, or what I'm feeling off of this is, Aquarius, I don't think you really understood Virgo, or really, it's like you got frustrated whenever they were frustrated, and you closed off, and you didn't really try to understand them. And it's just like they were disrupting your peace, so you closed yourself off from them so they couldn't disrupt your peace. You didn't really understand why they were frustrated. I just kind of see Virgo as this, like, they just want everything in order and in place. And Aquarius can actually be really similar to that. So, and it's just kind of like maybe you guys just saw your order differently. And it's just like, I'm really getting this, like, if you just would have listened a little better and communicated just a little better, and this could go on both sides. This isn't just on Aquarius. Communication is on both sides because, obviously, maybe Aquarius felt a little attacked by how Virgo was saying it. If you were disrupting their peace, so Virgo, you could have said it differently. Aquarius, you could have tried to understand them a little better. There's something you can both learn in this situation by this lesson, but it's just like the things, it just kind of blew up because Virgo didn't felt heard, and you felt like your peace was being disturbed. When really, there was just something that needed to be, I don't know, adjusted is coming to mind, but that's not what I really wanted to say. Addressed is what I wanted to say. And it really feels like it could have been fixable. But I don't know. Let's draw cards for the middle, or the in-between energy. I don't know where I paused that, but I hit the button. Okay, so we got the Four of Swords, the Nine of Wands, not the Knight, Seven of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. So there was a good connection between both of you guys. There was passion between both of you guys. I know you feel like it was just really easy for the Aquarius to walk away, Virgo, but they felt the same. They felt the same about you. There was just a lot of love in between you guys. I'm just hearing you were my person type of energy here. But you guys kept sweeping issues under the rug. You would be like, no, it's okay because I really want to be with them. And it's okay. Like, it's okay. Like, I'll forgive it. It's okay. I'll ignore it. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal. It's okay. And you just kept turning a blind eye. And then the issues just kept building up and up and up and up. And it's just like, eventually it just became too much. And then they had to be addressed. And I'm just saying, like, lashing out. And it just eventually became too much. And the littlest issues became the biggest deals. So let's draw some, and I want to call them encouragement, but I think they're empowerment, and there's probably encouragement in there too. So let's get one for Aquarius. I think Aquarius was on this side. Let's get one for Virgo. So this card's kind of sticking out. We'll use that for Virgo. So Virgo, you got Soul of Fire. So fire from the dragon's soul now purifies all that no longer belongs on your path. We will clear the road before you with soul fire and light the way forward with this sacred flame. So Aquarius, you got Dragon of the Ancient One. As you become an elder, the members of your clan will look to you for wisdom and experience. Ancient soul, you are to be respected and honored as you grow old. So you both are just learning lessons right now, or you should be. And these are things that hopefully as you learn and you dwell, I wasn't going to say dwell, but dwell on the past for a little bit because you're both overthinkers, and just kind of figure out what happened between the both of you and come to a better understanding of the situation and kind of reach that forgiving point because you can understand both perspectives, you will be able to help other people out in these situations, or at least help yourself out better in the future, because you will see these situations more clearly. You know what I mean? So hopefully this reading has helped you out. Um, know that you both didn't mean to attack each other. You were both a little too passive on the issues that needed to be addressed, and when they piled up, you became a little too aggressive. Really, um, you shouldn't repress the things that are bothering you, the things that are hurting you, because whenever it opens, it really opens. The floodgates just, you know what I mean? So hopefully this helps, and we're gonna go to last but not least Aries and Capricorn, but I'm gonna shuffle up the moon and ascendant cards to try to get random on that. I'm gonna actually put this in the video, like in case you're wondering how I pick. Like, it's kind of hard to shuffle two cards, so I'm just gonna use my pendulum and I'm gonna say, show me which moon sign goes to the Capricorn side. Okay, so verify. Leo goes to the Capricorn side. Okay, so Capricorn gets the Leo moon, and Aries gets the Libra moon. Okay, so now the remaining ascendants are a Taurus ascendant and a Libra ascendant. Show me which ascendant goes to the Capricorn side. Okay, so Capricorn gets the Libra ascendant, right? Okay, now you're telling me no, so pendulum, don't be like this. Which ascendant goes to Capricorn? Okay, you're pointing to Libra again. So Capricorn gets the Libra ascendant. Okay, now you're saying yes. Okay, whatever. Pendulum playing with me this morning. Okay, so if you have, so the left side is Capricorn, Leo, Libra. Right side will be Aries, Libra, and Taurus. So if you have these placements or are dealing with these placements, this reading could be for you. Let me draw. First, I'll get into the energy for Capricorn, then I'll draw. So Capricorn, when I get into your energy, there's like this nail biting. I started biting my nails, and like my heart is killing me. Like I'm in a lot of emotional pain here, but I'm not. It doesn't feel like I'm expressing myself. So I really encourage you to find like a support system that'll let you express yourself, and don't be afraid to do it. Don't just like bite your nails and let your anxiety get the best of you. Go to therapy if you need it. Like, do it, okay? I really would encourage you to do that. And we're gonna draw some cards for you. Let's get some cards for the Capricorn side. Okay, so Capricorn, basically what I'm getting off of this is like whenever they would do things for you, like it would mean so much to you, but like even the slightest display of affection, and you would feel like you're like just an emotional crybaby. So what you would really do is you would just like stone face, but like it would mean the world to you. You would be so touched, but you never really showed it. And people like to see those things. They like to see that you care. They like to see you express your appreciation. So like, you don't have to spill your blood for it or anything. But I mean, come on, Capricorn, show a little appreciation. Like, I it just makes me think of how Capricorns, anytime they get even slightly emotional, they're like, "Oh my God, I have to ruin this with some sort of joke. Like, I have to, I have to make it awkward now because this is too awkward for me getting into my feelings. Like, feelings are, like, they did something nice to me and I feel a certain way and I do not like this." But I love it. And I really love it. But I don't like it that I'm embarrassed. Like Capricorn, don't be embarrassed. Like people want to know that they're appreciated, especially in Aries. Like Aries will give you the world, but they want to know they're appreciated for it. You know what I mean? So let's get into the Aries side. So it's funny, whenever I feel into the Aries energy, the things I talked about over here on the Capricorn side definitely apply to the Aries. because Aries is outwardly expressing themselves. They are hurt, they're crying, they feel the same internally as you do, but they're actually showing it. I saw them like biting their finger, like trying to hold back a little bit, but not like you do. Not like you do. And they may be holding back reaching out to you, really. It's kind of what I just heard that real quick. So really what I get off of this is like Aries still misses you and they're in a lot of pain, but you know, they're wondering why they weren't appreciated, really. So let me draw some cards for the Aries side. Aries, I just feel like saying like what you gave was enough. Don't feel like what you gave wasn't enough. I would agree that Capricorn, if they could admit it, would even admit it. Because when I got into their energy, they just really loved like what you gave to them. They weren't embarrassed. It caught them off guard. And you know, with this, I just kind of feel like don't lose your loving spirit, you know, and just know that not everyone follows the same rules. Not everyone is just so open, you know. Some people are just more reserved, and you just don't make up a story that isn't true. Try to come to an actual honest understanding of it is really what I'm getting. And don't shut yourself out. Don't get to a point where you're like, fuck everybody and just you close everyone off, you know? Still be that loving, kind person because there are people that appreciate that big heart. And honestly, Capricorn did, even if they didn't express it. So don't lose yourself, okay? And I doubt Capricorn even wants you to lose yourself, really, just based on the energy between this, because I feel like there was a lot of love. We'll get the in between energy here in a second, our mutual energy here in a second, but you know, like just felt like you were more expressive. Okay, so this is a mutual energy, and Aries, I imagine it's because I know you were expressive, but Capricorn kind of shied away from these conversations, so I imagine why that's why these are the mutual energy is this way because there's this jealousy and it stems from not really understanding how each other felt. And it could be because one's so expressive and one's more reserved. Like, how can you be so expressive? Like, do you really mean it if you're that expressive? Like, do you tell everyone this? And the other one, it just kind of feels like you act different with other people on the reserved person. Like, you're more open with other people. At least that's how Aries felt. So there's like this jealousy of like, how do you even feel about me? But both of you, even though you're jealous and you're dealing, it kind of made you both like, why do you act like this towards me? I really, one would be like, I'm telling you, one would be like, I'm here. And I wouldn't be here if I didn't want to be. And one would be like, I wouldn't be telling you these things if I didn't want to tell you these things. Um, why are you questioning me? It was just both on here. And it's like, I want you. But it was just this storm of jealousy. And it's just based on not seeing eye to eye. It's kind of sad. Because I'm feeling like there was a lot of love on this table. There was, but you just didn't see eye to eye. So let me get one for Capricorn. Let me get this. Okay, so we got the Worth of Dragons and one for Aries. I like this one. So we're going to read Capricorn first. We got the Worth of Dragons. So the Worth of Dragons. Within you is great treasure, the kind we would hoard for 1,000 years should we find it. We ask you now the infinite and most glorious worth of your being. Treasure yourself. And I feel like maybe you could be like punishing yourself right now for not being so expressive or for messing this up. You punishing yourself some way or another. Capricorns tend to repress things um and like have substance abuse to get it out instead of going to therapy or releasing it in healthy manners. They have unhealthy coping mechanisms. And they're actually Capricorns and Aquarians are actually one of the most depressed signs. But and I'm not trying to shit on you guys. It's just like, you guys are like the therapists that need therapy but refuse therapy. Like, you'll talk about everyone else's problems, but you won't talk about your own, because I don't have problems. But Aries, Soul of Fire, fire. Oh, I'll show you the card. Soul of Fire, fire from the dragon soul now purifies all that no longer belongs on your path. We will clear the road before you with soul fire and light the way forward with this sacred flame. So just know that you're on your way. You're on the right way, okay? So just keep believing in it. I feel like you're on a good path now, and it just kind of reminded me of this. There's nothing wrong with you. Don't box yourself up. Don't put on armor. Don't feel like you need to stop expressing yourself and being the warm light that you are, okay? Because you're a beautiful light. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this reading. And that's the end of it. Yeah, got through all of them. Okay, so have a great day. I really hope you guys enjoyed it.